Alright, welcome back everyone. It's our Wink 7. This will be the second part of the tutorial. At least the tutorial review, so we're still checking it out. I did have to go ahead and I did open up the other two worlds, or regions here. So I did unlock Molten Forge for 10 million and Block Nexus was 15 million. So I needed the space basically just to be able to put some more businesses and get my leveling up, or my income up as high as I possibly could. So I've been pretty much placing every single business I have. Right, I have no more businesses left in here, and I've leveled them all up to 200. Just because that wasn't significant in the gold cost, it'd be like 1 million. Whereas I'll show you. So if we go back to my main 3 businesses that I'm still trying to level up here, I've got them right to the point where we're at 500. They're expensive. You can see how expensive this final level is here. But I have basically got, I hope, enough gold to be able to finish off this checkbox. And then I'm assuming the next is pretty much pushed to the final prestige here. So it's kind of cool that they tell you to get to level 10 before you get to, the final levels on these businesses. So let's do these first, and then we'll go into the mansion and finish off the levels. Get my avatar level up. I did do a little bit of leveling as well, but not much. Okay, so we got that done. That one's done. And this one's done. There we go. Hopefully this is enough gold to be able to get us to avatar level 10. So let's get into the mansion. Common area. And let's start doing some more of these. Hopefully this is enough. I might still need more gold. So this is, in my opinion, a little bit too long. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Like, they're trying to do a tutorial for the first prestige, but the way they've set it up now with how difficult it is to get to first prestige, especially with locking all of the regions, except for the first one. I mean, I guess they make the second one free to unlock, which is kind of nice, but still, having them all locked with diamonds slows how much your diamond production is, so then you can't really buy boosters to help you get leveled up faster. Also, I don't know if it's just me or if I've just had terrible luck, but I haven't had the greatest luck when it comes to drops for businesses, which I still have 7 blueprints. So once we get these next 7, I'm going to open up the final 14 that I have before we go and get the gold. But it's just sort of strange that I've literally not opened anything above a single space common. Normally you would at least get a Panthera or a LL Sports or something that's a little bit more robust when it comes to producing cash. But that's definitely slowed me down, so I don't know if there's a lock where it's you're basically stuck with these types of businesses until you finish the tutorial. That way you're not confused about these heavier businesses or what. But so let's go. I've got the final set of blueprints here. No businesses in my inventory. Like I said, I've placed them all. So let's open up all 14 here. See if we get anything. And again, so that's what I'm thinking. There must be a lock that they've got where you're only able to open up these 3 businesses. This is all you can open up from these blueprints at the start. So maybe once you hit level 10, that's when it sort of unlocks and you can open up more. So maybe I should have saved a couple blueprints for that. But it's kind of strange, right? That maybe they've changed the drop rates and it's a lot harder to get rares and even uncommons out of these blue blueprints. But okay, we will try to get this finished here as quick as possible. I don't know if I'm going to have enough gold though. If not, hopefully I can go back and do some more spins, get a little bit extra gold, place some more businesses, I guess. That's all you can really do at this point, is just see if I can get my cash up as high as possible without spending too much of the gold that I need to use for completing these checklists. Okay, so about halfway there. I think we should make it. Yeah, we should. No problem. Okay. Then we'll see what we get from the gold blueprints and also see what's next. I'm sure he's probably going to pop up and be like, all right, you've got some gold blueprints now. Let's open them up. But I wonder, I should have done these blueprints first to see, and then done the leveling up. Because then I could have already had them open and see what he would have said if I've already had them open. But yeah, let's see what he does say. So just about there. I've got a very nice town hall of tons of chairs, people sitting in them. Okay, and final few. Okay, this should be one more. What do we need? Just two? Yeah, whatever, it doesn't matter. Alright, there we go. Claims. You get 4 million diamonds as well as 8.5 billion. So that's a good amount of cash. That's going to help move some of these gold businesses, which will be, or the businesses that we get out of these gold blueprints. So that'll help level those up. So yeah, let's go back out of the mansion. And there he is. Okay, so you've made it far. Now it's time for a big milestone, prestige up. Okay, this is how you take your business to the next level. So click on it. I guess they give us enough cash to be able to do this. Okay, once the business reaches its max level, you'll have a chance to increase its prestige. Okay. Well, I don't want this one. I wanted the quality 2 one. Whatever. Okay, so we're at the max level for this, and so it's kind of cool. At least they give you enough cash and also the diamonds to be able to do these prestiges. So, okay, so basically they hand you the first prestige here. So this is how you take your business to the next level. So now we're prestige 1. It's sort of highlighting where the prestige is there. You can prestige multiple times, and income boosts get better each time, with each time. So keep growing and prestiging and build the ultimate empire. Okay, so exit out. So reach prestige 1 with 2 buildings. Still think they should say businesses. So, and then get to avatar level 11. So a new day, new goals, ready to take on the challenge. So let's go. Okay, so I don't have enough, but let's level this up. At least now I will be able to have some decent businesses, hopefully, for cash generation here. Just because as of right now, like running purely off of common cash has been driving me crazy. So I'm wondering now too, if we go back and grind out a few more levels from the mansion. So I don't want to level this up too much. Let's just get it to 300. And then open up those blueprints. And then if we go back to the mansion and see then if I'm able to open up something that's actually decent from blueprints. But let's do these first, one at a time, because I like opening gold blueprints. They're a lot of fun. So let's see what we get. Leo & Co. That's pretty nice. And I mean, if I pull a legendary, I'm going to be kind of peeved, but also sort of like, okay, that's going to help a lot. This main motors, that's pretty nice. I love the main motors, so I use those in my main game as well. There we go, den, nice pink den. Let's see, what else do we got here? A bank. So far no repeats, so that's kind of cool. Let's see what else. We got 3 more to go. There we go. A second motors. So I got a choice between the 2 now. Let's see which one's the highest quality. What else we got here? And a Felice. Okay, and the final. What else do we got? Another motors. Okay, so we got 3 motors. I guess this sets me up to be able to do some merging if they ever introduce that. Let's see what the quality was on these. Let's do this. Rarity. Okay, so they were all quality 1. I think I kind of like this one. So let's go to Aurora Wilds and find a spot I can place this. And get rid of these. Place that down. All right, let's just speed level this. I'm going to probably place all of them down anyways, so that way we can get a little bit better cash generation. I know I'm going to probably have to do a part 3 or just split this video up somehow, because it does seem like there's a lot more that they want us to push forward to, because like we still don't have the ability to even like attack. I can't even check the leaderboard, so there's a lot of stuff that's sort of like, you know, questionable about the sequencing on this. But let's get this just to 300. That should give us some good cash generation. There we go. Let's go find another spot here. So let's remove this, and this, and this, and let's put a bank down. There we go. And let's get this leveled up. Okay. And then I'll probably put another motors down, and then also put some of those, put my Leo & Co. and my resort down somewhere. I might actually just put my resort here. Let's finish that off for 300. And then let's remove this guy here. And I'll put the resort right there. Resorts are nice. They've got a pretty tight leveling up range, 7 to 10. So they're ones that I do say, if they're quality 1, there's no issues with hitting the 10x. It's kind of like a gym, right? A gym's either a 3 or a 4 that you can roll. So you can chance it on even 100x on that, because it's either going to be 300 or 400. So it's not like that big of a difference. Right, with this, it's like it's either 700 or 1000, or it could also be, you know, 8 or 900. But yeah, it's not too bad to do the 10x clicks here. So we'll get this up to 300 as well. If the game isn't going to lag on me. And then see if we still have a, hopefully we still have a couple billion. That way I can hop over into the mansion, spend a little bit of cash there. Because I know the this 3.8 billion is not going to be enough to do the prestige on the 2 levels. So I'm wondering if they're going to make the tutorial last until you hit prestige 2. Which, I mean, at this rate is probably going to be about 3 days, because we're already about, what, I guess 30-ish, 32 hours into playing. And I mean, yeah, I've been trying to consistently keep the game open, and also, you know, checking it. Like I'll wake up in the middle of the night, you know, do some stuff on the game just to kind of reset the activity. That way the 4 hours stays reset. So I'm trying to collect as much gold as possible throughout the day. So it does kind of help a little bit, but I mean, at this rate, somebody new, I doubt would have been doing what I was doing. So they probably would have taken like 2, maybe 3 days of play just to be able to get to this point. Which, I mean, at least they're putting the check box. I kind of like these rewards that they drop, right? To be like, hey, here's some bonus for, your effort. That way it's like you're getting a little bit of extra stuff going here. Let's see. Yeah, I could place another. Trying to find a spot that I could put the Felice and possibly one of these. So let's put this down. So far I haven't found a good spot for that Felice, because every single spot that I do have for it takes up part of the 4 square, and I'd rather get these bigger businesses down, get the gold coming off of these 4 square businesses, opposed to putting that Felice down and taking up that space. So sort of a sacrifice. Let's also switch out. Yeah, let's just switch out this gym. Cool. And put this here. There we go. Yeah. So you could be leveling these up better. I mean, do some more 1x's than you do the 10x's. But yeah, I try to avoid doing the 100x on something with such a big spread. Right, 500 or 1,100 is a little bit big. So I try to just do the 10x's at the bare minimum if I'm trying to go fast. So we'll get this to 300, and then we should be able to find hopefully one more spot. Do have a lot of area open. I guess I could probably, again, like this, I guess I'm stuck putting it here. Let me see what do I got on my first land. I don't have anything there, so okay, what I'm gonna have to do is I'll put so remove this. Don't have enough for this, so remove it. What I'll do, I'll just put the Felice right there, and then just remove these. I guess I didn't do these ones. I missed this one as well. Too many businesses. Let's go by level. Put that there. And honestly, I'm just going to switch out this one. That way all 3 of them are sort of in the same spot. I'll put this here. Come on. Okay, there we go. Let's level this up a little bit. And then put that last motors down. Hopefully that gets me close to about 100-ish K. And then that'll be like 3 times more than what I was making earlier, or at least 2 times. I'm at 2 times right now. So I was close to about 41, I think. Check back at the start of the video. And let's go back over here. Remove these. Okay. And put that motors down. Sort by rarity. Okay. So yeah, now the big challenge is going to be getting to the next prestige on 2 more businesses. So obviously I gotta have to take those 2 forward that I've already been working on. That's probably my quickest route, and then see what else they tell me to do. But I would probably switch focus once I get a chance onto that Den or the Leo & Co. Probably the Den for right now. That way I've got something that's a little bit more better cash production, and they cost similar to one of these common businesses. So let's get this to 300. We still got a decent amount of cash. So that's good, and we're close to 1,000 or 100,000. So let's go back into the mansion, and let's just I guess we're just gonna grind out this final few here. Let's see, it hopefully doesn't take me too long. Let's see how much the yeah, it still moves. Okay, so normally when I hit this level in the competition, I'm too lazy to continue with the chairs, but since gold is very restrained at this moment, I'm going to make sure I use it wisely. So these are the chairs are some of the best bang for your buck, right? If you look, they're 3 times the cost of a sculpture. Actually, a little less than 3 times the cost of a sculpture, but they give 3 times the amount. So that's why they're a little bit better to do than what the sculpture is. And then if you look at like the jukebox, right? So 3 jukeboxes would be 12. 2 would be 2 of these would be 12 as well, and they basically even out. So you could do the jiving jukebox if you want. If you do have any of the XP boosters, you will see the chair end up winning out in the end, being the most cost effective. So that's sort of why I skipped right to the chair. Just do this chair. It's probably your best route to go. See if we can hit 11 with the cash they gave us. Should be able to. It's not that far. I'm sorry, I'm using my touch screen because I hate clicking with the trackpad on my laptop. So let's see, let's get these placed, and then we'll see if we can actually open anything a little bit better from a blueprint. I'm really hoping to get something that's uncommon. Like I was really hoping for a Leo or an LL Sport, or even a Pride Records, right, would be nice, something like that, just to be able to have a 2-space business that produces fairly decent cash generation, right? Because then I could have put one of those boosters on that, and it would have been just a little bit more time effective. I would have been moving a little bit faster. So I do really wonder if they've got these blueprints sort of like soft locked, where it's like you can't open anything significant from them. You're sort of stuck working with these lower level or lower quality businesses until you hit like a certain prestige, and then maybe they hit or maybe avatar level or something like that, and then maybe the blueprints start to become better. So I wonder if that's like an account lock that they have or something, because I mean, it's very abnormal in my opinion to open so we had 7 plus another, I mean, we opened like 80 blueprints or something like that. And yeah, we got were cool cats, diners, and gyms. So just seems a little fishy to me. I don't know. Maybe we can ask in the Discord, see if they made drop rate changes or something. But just yeah, a bit different. I am happy with the 3 motors though. That was kind of a nice drop. So that'll let me test out the merging here as well, without having to worry too much. Get a quality 2 motors. But again, like I'm not really going to do anything with this account, so it is sort of just for specifically this. Okay, there we go. So it didn't cost us too much. Let's get back out of the mansion here, because I imagine once we get to the next prestige on these 2 businesses, the next milestone or these goals is going to be to push forward until you hit prestige 2, which is going to be a long time. So that'll probably be where I have to cut off this next video. So let me go open my blueprints in the inventory. Let's see, so let's open all 7. Only 2. So yeah, okay, whatever. Let's go back, grab some reaches, and because this one is, see, this is what pissed me off. Like they forced you to choose one, and they chose the one that didn't have the booster on it. And sort of come on guys, like let me choose the one that I wanted to level up. but whatever. Be nice if I pulled a booster or something, like a gold booster out of these rolls. I'm gonna finish off them anyways because we got 16 minutes. So let me just see. This is gonna bring me up to 580. I think I would rather spend some more cash here. Yeah, I might as well get this to 400. I think that's a better use of my cash at this point. Bring it to 410. There we go. So that gives me a little bit more cash generation than it would with just trying to push that final business up to the next prestige. So hopefully if I get another cash roll here, I get something decent. Nope. Wasted diamonds. Let's waste some more diamonds probably. Yep. So we got half of our spend back. And a defense that I can't even use yet. Perimeter patrol would be nice because it would boost all of my businesses a bit. But I can't even use the abilities, so that's kind of frustrating. And another big frustration is like, and I'll show you, I had mentioned it in my other previous video. Oh, here we go, jackpot. It's not a very big jackpot, but whatever. One of the things that I think is going to frustrate newer players, especially if they're joining right around a competition, is that you can't click this competition events where to show that what's upcoming. So you're sort of like limited to, or basically forced to play. And I'm not too sure how long you're going to be forced to play, but essentially forcing the player to play until who knows when, right? Before they unlock this competitive mode, or even just the ability to view the schedule. I think it's going to frustrate some newer players. Like they're going to come in around a competition expecting to be able to hop in and compete. And then we're just going to slap them with like, hey, here's a tutorial that you're going to be stuck doing for the next, 3-5 days, whatever it might be, before you can even join the competition. So to me, I think it's just a little bit naive to make this change, or self-destructive actually, more likely, because it's going to leave newer players coming in expecting to be able to join a competition at a loss of like, okay, well, I can't now because why, right? Like, why can't I join the competition? So it just doesn't make sense to me as to why they're doing that. But that's what they've chosen to do, right? They've chosen to sort of lock it and probably until the tutorial's done. So we'll see. That's why I wanted to play through the tutorial, be able to see what that actually is being provided and maybe critique it a bit. It's not like my word really carries much weight here, but it's just more out of curiosity, right? So that when newer players are asking questions, I'll have an idea of, where they are, what they're hung up on, what's, causing these issues. So you can see 5.4 or 5.04 billion for the final 100 levels, and I think it was like 3.5 for a cool cat. So I'm going to probably, once we hit prestige 2 on those other two businesses, I'll bring this one up to prestige 1, I'll bring this up to prestige 1 as well. Okay, and we wanted to go here and do a little bit more leveling up on this. Just get this up to like 350, and I think I've got one more that I missed. Let's check this one just to make sure. Yeah, 350. Let's get that. Probably can't do 350, so 340. Okay, there we go. So I think that's about all I can do at this point. I'm going to need to wait for some more gold generation. So I am going to just put it on pause for a moment at least. And try and figure out how much longer I'm going to need. I'm probably going to need to do part 3. There might be even a 4th part, just with how long it seems this to be dragging on, right? So like, here's some things like you can't even check your leaderboard, right? You can't check leaderboard. You can't check your rewards, so you're not getting anything there. I don't even know if you could put in the referral codes. Okay, so there's the referral system, so you can. So you could put in a code if you wanted to, I think. Access codes, I've got 4. Haven't invited anybody. So this is where I don't see where we can put in our own referral code, right? And I wasn't asked it during when I was making the account. So that's sort of confusing. I know before it was sort of in the inbox. There was a way to do it, but I don't see it in here anymore. So I might have to reach out into the Discord and figure out like where are we putting the referral codes now, because I don't see it, right? Like it's not in here anywhere. Oh, I think that's my private key. I'm not going to click on that. It's not like I'm using the account, but I don't. So yeah, it just doesn't make any sense as to why, like, copy code, and then this is where you can get more access codes by owning land, but there's nowhere to like put in one as far as I know. If you know where it is, drop down below so I can show it in the next video. Also, if you look here, so these user IDs are typically the numbers assigned, and so you could see there's 241,725 accounts that have been made. So if you go on to, I'm assuming a lot have been banned because we're still under 200,000, but that's sort of what these user IDs do. They line you up with people, if you have zero income on the leaderboard, with people that have the same ID because you created accounts around the same time. So, okay, I'm going to pause it here and then check in after I'm done sort of getting ready for work, and then we'll see where we're at. But chances are I'm probably going to need to check back a lot later to be able to do these next 2 prestiges. All right, guys. So yeah, I'm going to have to probably put it on pause here. So we did just get the reset. I just wanted to show you something. All right, so we are here during when the Cubs are delivering, and I've got 5 of the 7 regions unlocked, but we are unable to get the Cubs. So even though we've got most of the regions unlocked, they also lock out. Oh my god, there we go. We get one. Maybe it's only if he lands on our region. So let's I'm gonna put it on mute because he's really loud. Wonder if he's gonna get blocked by this next goals thing. Because I had been checking for a while, actually, like any time it came up, and for the most part, no, there was no Cubs. So that's the thing. Okay, so when in here it's showing no Cubs, right? Like I can't find it. It's not honking, so I'm not able to go and find it. But if I go to the world map, it's telling me that the Cubs are honking. So whether he's on the wrong land or something, so I'm not able to get it. Let me just mute it again. It's annoying. I just think that that's not good. I mean, you should still have the Cubs cycling through even whatever random lands that we have unlocked here. Right now, since we can't get these unlocked easy, all right, like another 45 million, and I've got the final 2 regions unlocked. So that's going to be a little bit of a wait, but I mean, at least, you know, we're making a bit more diamonds with the main 5 regions unlocked. Now you can also, they tell you right here, owning an NFT for these lands will also unlock it instantly for free. But yeah, your best bet's 100% definitely buying it with these 2 regions. Now with these other regions, you know, you can get a land for $20, $25 US right now. So not bad. You can easily unlock these if you didn't want to spend the diamonds. Like this was 10 million diamonds, 15 million. This was 5. This one's free, and so is this one. So you can do that, but these ones are definitely not happening. Okay, so there he's gone. The honking stopped, and I wasn't able to find him, even though I went and searched through the lands that I had available, and he doesn't honk during when you're in one of the lands. So I think that's also another oversight that's kind of annoying. It's like, why are you blocking a new player from finding the cubs? Because like if they're in the Discord asking questions and they see us cub hunting, and then we're like, yeah, go check this land, you should see it, right? And they go and they check it, and it's like there's nothing there. They're just gonna feel like they're not included, right? Even, and that's where I'm saying, like, if you've only got 2 or 3 of these regions unlocked, the Cubs should still deliver to them. Doesn't matter if he's delivering to Block Nexus. Put him on Aurora Wilds. It doesn't really matter. Like, let them start to feel that. So that's another thing I'm going to keep my eye out for. See if they actually introduce this as part of the mechanics. I'm assuming it's got to be part of the tutorial. So there's definitely seems like there's a lot more to this tutorial to come, right? Seeing as we're really, I'm thinking maybe only at the best halfway through. We still have a lot more to go here. So let's see, what are we looking at? So 4.82 to get the final 100x here. And like I said, I'm probably going to also, I might even just ditch this one, because this is probably going to be as costly as doing one of the, where is it? Oh, it's in my Sapphire Sanctum. So I might honestly just switch to doing this one, because this is probably going to be cheaper than dealing with that diner. That diner's become too expensive for what it is. It just doesn't, I think, provide the value that I originally thought it was going to. I didn't realize they were that expensive when it hit those finals levels. So it was a bit of a drag trying to get that up to 500. So I might just switch over to this resort anyways and just move forward with it, because it's only like 20 or 200 million more ish, maybe 300 million more than a den. So it's definitely more cheaper probably than what that diner is. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there. There's the part 2. We're going to have to wait for a while, get my cash up, and I guess do the I'm going to try and get these as close to the prestige, and then I'll start another video as to how many videos I'm going to need. Like, the way that they're sequencing it, it's going to probably be like 4 days at least of playing this just to get through the whole tutorial, because I'm going to probably have to hit prestige 2 is like probably the next goal. So, and that's where I'm kind of wondering, like, when are they going to open up the workshop, the leaderboard, factions, right? Still can't even choose a faction, as well as abilities, right? I can't use any of the attack or the defense abilities. So I'm assuming probably once these unlock, that's when I become a player that is available for attacking on the leaderboard, right? As of right now, you probably can't drop down and attack me. I've got the immunity as a new player, so you'll look like green on the leaderboard. But yeah, we'll have to see if once I hit being able to use abilities, like whatever checkpoint that's at, I'm assuming is going to be one of these goals. Maybe it'll be right after I hit the next prestige on these 2 businesses. Perhaps that's the point where they're going to introduce attacking, defending, the factions and stuff like that. But essentially, yeah, it's been a bit of a long road here to get to this point. So we'll have to check back in probably in another day or so of collecting gold and whatnot. So thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys are thinking of this tutorial. I definitely think they've left out a few things, just that would make a new player feel welcome. As of right now, I feel it's so rigid, right? Especially with the Cubs, like they'll hear this honking and, come to the Discord and be like, what's this honking? Like, I see the sign, and then they can't even find them. Like, that's just a really bad choice in my opinion. Anyways, we'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys.